Macklin Celebrini has a place to live for his first season. It's with the director of vibes, Jumbo Joe Thornton. In addition, Will Smith is going to be living with Patrick Marlowe. So the rookies are going to be living with the all-time greats, really learning how to get it done by two of the best to ever do it. You know, so
Sam, you want to see a grown man hold his tear back right now? Watch. Vince, what if Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith, they win the cup here, and then they hand the cup to Joe Thornton and or Patrick Marlowe? Is that a tear moment?
Well, I mean, no, they're going to hand it to the entire team first. Like it would be the team on the ice first. Everybody on the ice gets to touch it, then the coaches, and then then you know. Fuck you.
It would definitely make them ball.
Do you understand? I would be a mess if I see the cup. If the Sharks can win the cup, I will be a goddamn mess. I will be like the most happy tears you'll ever see. I'll be unavailable for the podcast. I'll throw that out there right now. I mean, it'll take me like a week and a half to come down. Like
I get it, man. When the Eagles won that Super Bowl, I was crying my eyes out with a bottle of Hennessy in my hands too.
Yeah, no, I'm celebrating hardcore, man. To be sure. So I mean, I threw up a fun little meme. Shark City Hockey threw up a full house, and you know, it's the two old dudes and then the two rookies. You know, just for fun. So shout out Shark City Hockey. For the meme, appreciate you.
Which one's Bob Saget?
You know what? I think that's got to be Marlowe.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because Jumbo, that's going to be your Uncle Joey, man. like he already has the puppet. He has the puppet, right? He has Slappy, and that's your compared to the woodchuck.
So does that mean the players are the Olsen twins?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know what? I might go Stephanie and DJ. Okay. But yeah. Stephanie was a baddie, isn't she? Oh my god. Anyway.
Tim, are you able to play that video?
Yeah, let's Sam has something that he did a while back. So and we teased it a couple weeks ago. I think we're finally able to make it work. So
one more?
That bad boy
get one more? Can I get one more?
Yeah.
Go! Oh, yes! Cannot beat this guy. Try this. Get control of the puck.
Tim.
Hit this button, move to the left, and shoot. You'll beat the goalie to the stick side every time.
Can you make it bigger?
That's good. Oh, wow.
Insider Kevin Cruz is your Sharks wingman on CSNCalifornia.com and Sportsnet Central.
Sam did a commercial for the Sharks once upon a time.
That's awesome.
It's specifically for like Comcast Sportsnet or whatever, right? And you're like talking to the insider. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Comcast.
Yeah.
Comcast.
Because they're talking about Kevin Kurz as the wingman, the Sharks wingman was their insider at the time.
Yep.
So that's what that is. It's fun little memory lane there for you about a decade ago. So you got some street cred,
Yeah.
You're not total bandwagon.
No.
That's awesome, man.
That was a fun experience too. The production crew, Atomic Studios, who are still around, where they were great.
Right on. Cool. Okay, so one more hockey note. The Professional Women's Hockey League, PWHL, they started last season and they just had the team names were PHL and then the city name. So it was Boston, Minnesota, Montreal, New York, Ottawa, and Toronto. But now they've released, I was about to say unleashed and released at the same time. Anyway, they have their logos now and they have the actual names of the teams now instead of just instead of PWHL Boston, it's now the Boston Fleet, and they have all these logos: Minnesota Frost, the Montreal Victoire, the New York Sirens, the Ottawa Charge, and the Toronto Scepters. And they kind of kept most of the same color scheme, that they were working with in the first season. So, but now you get some really like these logos. I'm really I kind of dig the Boston logo because it's like the anchor, but it's also as a B, and so it's like, you know, the fleet, and you can kind of see the waves in the lettering. The Minnesota Frost, it almost looks like a jagged little icicle that might fall off your house and kill you. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I mean, I think that these are some pretty cool looking logos. I don't know if I'm
liking the sirens. The second one there on the right there, kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type of deal situation.
Yeah. There's some fun stuff happening here. Again, because we don't really have a local dog in this fight, I'll be the first to admit is just being a casual. But you know, it's fun to watch, and like I see the highlights through, you know, TikTok and whatever comes across on my feed. And so it's kind of, you know, I kept a little bit of an eye on it this past season, and now that you have actual team names, it can be a lot of fun to like really just follow a little bit closer, especially if you live in the areas of these particular teams, cities, what have you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, I will make a note that in Toronto this past season, they were playing at this arena that held about 3,000. They're moving to a different arena now that holds like almost 10,000. So because of the demand for these tickets, so it's we've talked about it before. Women's sports are having an opportunity here, and they're really seizing it. And it's just good stuff coming. You know,
more seating than the Phoenix Coyotes stadium.
Yeah.
I think it's great, you know, on like not just for the players, but everything around it. You know, it creates more coaching jobs. It creates just jobs that are in the sports industry for you know, there's men that coach women's college, women's high school, you know, there's women that work around men's sports. And I think we need to have more cross-pollination, you know, female executives in the NFL, baseball. We're starting to see this happening. There is going to be a woman that is, you know, football operations and is drafting. I mean, there's, you know, you don't need to be a football player to be able to put a roster together. It's, you know, there are women, Howie Roseman's, right? You know.
Yeah, so I mean, you look at ESPN has Mina Kimes, and she's the smartest person like in that entire network, I think. And she does an excellent job. For example,
wait, is she the one that's the Seahawks fan? That's the only downfall.
Yeah, she's kind of that's her downfall, but she at least has fun with it and embraces it. But I do enjoy I enjoy, you know, her content. So so I mean, we think about it, just representation in general. How many, you know, fat white dudes saw Avengers Endgame and saw Thor and felt, fuck yeah, let's go, let's do this. Like, you know, that's what representation is when you get to see yourself on, you know, on a big screen or in playing professional sports. You know, that's what representation can do. And finally, like seeing women have, you know, you can play hockey now and have an established league somewhat close to home, especially if you're, you know, in or near one of those cities. Also, you know, with soccer too and basketball, the first WNBA team is coming to the Bay Area next year. I mean, this is a chance for girls in the Bay Area to regularly see themselves, people who look like them, playing basketball. So all of a sudden, things that are just like in a vacuum possible, they're like tangible. And that's what's important, and that's what's great. And I'm really excited for the opportunities that are coming soon, coming down our way, you know.
Absolutely.